Welcome to the Movie Madhouse. I'm Rob.
I'm James.
I'm Jason.
And we are back.
Yeah.
I seem really washed out, don't I?
Yeah.
This is why it's an audio podcast normally.
Dude, it hasn't been an audio only podcast in years.
Forever, I know. But see, that's cool though, because then it allows me to do things like this. Oh, that's for you. Can you reach that?
Yep.
Ooh, presents.
This is to celebrate Jason's birthday a couple days ago.
Thank you.
And James's birthday whenever the hell it is. I don't know when your birthday is. You know that?
April 2nd.
April. Oh,
Okay.
so you're a pre-CKX baby.
Yes.
Everything's judged by CKX.
I missed April Fool's by one day.
That was probably your mom holding her legs going, no,
No,
it will
we're
not
not
happen. He will get ridiculed. But yes, happy birthday.
Thank you, sir.
Happy
Yes.
birthday.
Thank you. Yeah, my work had a big birthday party for me.
Oh, excellent.
It was our Christmas party, but I telling people it was my birthday party.
That's all that matters. It was a party. You
Yep.
were there,
Yep.
and it was your birthday. It's a birthday party. Yep. Okay. So how'd the list making go for this one?
It went a lot easier than the top 10 of last year. I had a ton, and then I whittled them down because mine was kind of split into ones that I'm psyched about because I know they're coming, even though there hasn't been a trailer put out yet, and then the other ones that there has been a trailer for. So it was kind of arranging them according to that. Can you guys hear me fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I don't look ahead to what's coming up and whatnot. So it really came down to me. I watched collections of trailers on YouTube to make this list, and then looked at a few other lists of what's coming and whatnot. And so the list that I have is not ranked because I can't say that I'm excited for anything anymore. I don't feel that anymore. But I am interested or intrigued by the movies on my list. I do have 10. I actually have 13 total, but I have 10. And out of those 10, I've seen 8 trailers. 2 of them are on my list without trailers.
Interesting.
So, but because of what they are.
Well, yeah, I've got a couple on my list that are there. I don't care if I've seen a trailer or not.
Right.
They're there.
Yeah.
5, 6. I've seen 6 trailers out of the 10 I have.
Well, out of my total 13 that I have, I think only the 2 that are in my list that don't have trailers are the only ones I haven't seen a trailer for.
3.
But there's a lot
4.
of cool trailers out there.
I say 4.5.
Yeah.
I've seen
4.5 trailers.
Yes.
I almost put there's the Jason Statham movie Working Man. I nearly put that on there because I'm like, well, I didn't watch the Beekeeper and I didn't watch the trailer for it, but this is from the same director,
Okay.
Okay.
and apparently that was a surprise hit. So this one looks good, but it's not exactly an original take. It's like a rich guy that Jason Statham as a construction worker works for. The daughter gets kidnapped. He has a background in special ops, black ops, or whatever.
Of course he
So-
does.
yeah. So
It's
he does.
standard
still-
Statham fare.
it still looks cool though,
Everybody's now a closet CIA guy.
Yep.
You know?
with a special set of skills.
That's right.
Yep.
All right. Well, in that case, why don't we get into it?
Okay.
No, not number 1.
So-
Dodo. Number 10-ish.
What we'll call my
Yeah.
number 10 here. I'm going to go with this movie called Companion.
I watched the trailer for that.
Yeah.
That looks interesting.
It's got, what's his name here? He's on The Boys. I got it right here.
Jack Quaid.
Jack Quaid and Sophie Thatcher. She looks familiar, but I can't place from where. But it's she is a companion bot, a sex bot, basically. And for whatever reason, I guess it kind of looks like she may become sentient, but he doesn't treat her well. And it's a dark comedy, it looks like.
Sets are on fire.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
It looks like it.
This one says a billionaire's death sets off a chain of events for Iris and her friends during a weekend trip to his lakeside estate.
Well, that you don't get any of that from the trailer.
I did not watch the trailer.
Well, you don't get any of that from the trailer.
Oh, I wouldn't have
so-
got that either.
No,
Because it's literally mostly them sitting across the table.
that in the trailer, but that's a lot what you see. Yes,
She's
but it looks like a dark comedy to me, especially when there's that dude talking on the phone outside. Oh yeah, she's tied up inside, while his daughter or somebody's like, oh no, she's running away behind him. Like
It
apparently,
looks like
apparently she's in Yellow Jackets. Maxine,
yeah, she looks familiar.
Book
I
of
just
Boba Fett,
I couldn't place her.
and
it looks like she's an actual person, and he's kind of kidnapping her.
No, she's a robot. Like you see, she was shut down. He can turn her off, and she doesn't know that she's a robot. So I think she may be like this a robot companion that gains sentience.
Like
I
Sean
wonder
Young.
if it's a bait and switch
Some kind of sort of
synopsis.
maybe.
So I've seen that before, but they put a synopsis in the movie's like nothing like what they said it was.
But that trailer does intrigue me. It's it's not Megan. It's not another Megan situation. It looks a little bit different. Like the human's going to be the bad person in this kind of thing. Is the impression I'm getting from
Wow, that's totally unbelievable. Like,
it.
no, you lost me there.
Plus, I enjoy Jack Quaid, especially in The Boys. He's great on The Boys.
He's
so.
really good there. It's cool to see his dad smile on his face. Like, yeah, he smiles and it's like, yep, there's Dennis.
Mhm.
All right, James, what's your number 10-ish?
Right.
We give him cake and then tell him to talk.
Rob's fault.
Yep. Well, we got to eat it.
All right. My number 10 from 2025. Just used to saying that.
Yeah. I almost put yours after mine.
No, mine's the latest film from Joseph Kosinski, who did Top Gun Maverick, Tron, Legacy, Oblivion. He's got this movie coming out with Brad Pitt called F1.
I saw the trailer for that.
It I mean, it was a very much a teaser because there wasn't a whole lot in it, but it looks really good.
Yeah, it looks like they're the same kind of feel they got in Maverick with all of the jet stuff. They're doing that in an F1 car.
Oh, so it's Star Wars in a car.
Well, no, not quite.
Top Gun in a car.
I mean the look and feel.
Maverick was Star Wars.
Well, yeah, that had the trench run and everything. But I don't think they're doing a trench run, although an F1 track kind of,
Mhm.
But just that feel like you're in the car with him. That intense feeling. It looks like they capture that pretty well in that trailer.
I didn't see the trailer for that, but I do like speed movie. Like I love Days of Thunder.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I like Rush,
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one with Hemsworth?
Yep.
Hemsworth, and Daniel Bruhl. Yeah,
That was really good.
yeah.
Okay. Well, mine wasn't even on my radar until I watched the trailer today, literally. It's called Into the Deep.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
It's going to be on Netflix, apparently. I don't know if they're doing a theatrical run, but it's based on a story, an actual story, because I used to watch all these crime things, right? And it's about a guy who's a billionaire who builds his own boats, like his own submarines.
Okay.
And so a reporter gets a hold of him to do a documentary on him. And he says, come on out. They're interviewing. He takes her out on the submarine, and then only he comes back.
Oh.
And he's spinning all these stories. And like in the trailer, he's like, well, why did you take a wood saw on a steel submarine? Like, it's just really, really interesting story.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, but it's done up. Like even the beginning, I thought I was watching a documentary. It's like, I don't remember when I read the synopsis that it was going to be a doc. But yeah, it's a movie.
Oh, Into the Deep.
Into the Deep.
Who's in it? Any notables?
Nobody I knew.
Okay.
I'm going to look it up real quick just to double
I'll
check.
have to that sounds like it could get kind of intense. Depending on how much they do in the submarine itself, right?
Oh, wait. Yeah. Richard Dreyfuss is in it, but I never saw him in the trailer.
So he's not the main. He's not the dude.
Yeah.
Might have a cameo like Piranha.
Okay. Wait a minute. I think I saw the wrong trailer.
Did the title come up, Into the Deep?
Yeah. Because this is the one. Where is it here? Into the Deep. It's got a big freaking shark on it.
That.
And Richard Dreyfuss, I've seen him twice now in this trailer.
Modern day pirates on the hunt for sunken drugs.
Yeah, that can't be the same movie.
So let me do this and go.
It'd be weird if there's two movies with the same name coming out in the same year.
I'm wondering if I saw an old one.
Yeah, considering some movies get delayed because another movie has that title, so we can't use it. And yet other movies get away with it.
You know, like last year with a movie called Prey. That was not the movie I thought it was.
Yeah.
Not the Predator movie.
There's two movies called Unknown.
Into the Deep 2020 docuseries.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
So you saw the wrong thing.
I think I saw the wrong thing. Well, okay. I'll leave this one up because I'll watch Richard Dreyfuss in Sharks because, he hasn't done that in a while.
Oh, Stuart Townsend, John's.
Scout Taylor Compton. Stuart Townsend.
John Seda.
And
I don't recognize any other name there.
Neither do I. Does it have a rating yet? Releases January 24th. Oh, dang. It's come out soon.
That's the same day of the next season of Shoresy.
Right? Guess we're not watching Into the Deep. That's ticking me off now. I want to watch the other one.
It's easy to get confused though. Like you gotta pay attention, right?
Man, oh man. All right. Well, my number 10's a bust. Number 9, Jason.
I'm gonna go with Love Hurts.
Oh, is that on my list?
It's got Kiwi Kwan.
No. Yeah.
Kiwi Kwan, Ariana DeBose, and Sean Astin. It's a stereotypical kind of story, kind of like a Statham type of thing.
Wait, he must be a hitman who's just trying to be normal now.
Yes, exactly. He is a former hitman or something, and he's got a new life as a realtor in like South Texas or something. Mm-hmm. And then his old life comes back to get him. The trailer looked so much fun, and it's Kiwi Kwan like getting to shine like he does. I know you don't like it, but Everything Everywhere All at Once, he was fantastic in it, and this is just him getting to do more of that.
Fair enough.
And actually, I think it might be made by the same people. Now that I think about it, I think the beginning of the trailer
I've seen shots of it around, but I haven't looked it up.
It's Kiwi Kwan looking like a little mousy nerd until he starts kicking the crap out of people.
Yeah,
and I'm all for that. It looked fun. The trailer looked like it was going to be a lot of fun. So
Jonathan Eusebio. So not the.
No, maybe produced by the same people or something.
Daniels, I think is.
But I thought I saw some connection to it, but maybe I'm wrong. But Love Hurts. I
saw the trailer. Yeah. Unfortunately, I want to see these more than I want to see that.
Okay.
But I do want to see that.
Sure.
All right, James, number 9.
My number 9 is the latest film from Ryan Coogler, and he works a lot with Michael B. Jordan, but this one's called Sinners, and Michael B. Jordan plays twin brothers. I think it takes place in like Deep South, and it's got vampires, although they're not really in the trailer. They're kind of hiding them at the moment.
See, sadly, I didn't get to the trailer to watch that. I was trying to burn through a lot of trailers, and I just ran out of time, but I had that on my list to look up.
I was very curious because I was looking on Dark Horizons, and it was the what they said in the not the synopsis. They just said like it enticed me into watching the trailer the way they described the trailer. So it's a good looking trailer, and I'm curious how well they do the vampires.
Well, if it's vampires, I got to check it out.
Is it vampires? See, the trailer that I saw didn't really reveal what it is, what this mysterious evil is.
Well,
but I know Tally was really excited for that one. Tally's really looking forward to that. And the trailer did look intense.
Yeah, and it was the description. I don't want to say it's another bait. I'm afraid it's a bait and switch, but
it definitely. Watching the trailer, I thought it was just going to be like a race thing, like a race war type situation.
Of course, you would,
because that's what it looks like as you start the trailer, early in the trailer.
This isn't Annie.
Hey, Mr. I played a skinhead.
What? Everybody goes to neo-Nazi parties.
Okay, so here's the thing: this Trying to leave their troubled lives behind, twin brothers, both played by Michael B. Jordan, return to their hometown to start again, only to discover that an even greater evil is waiting to welcome them back. That greater evil is vampires, though the trailer seems to evade this point.
Okay, so somebody tried to spoil it by revealing it because the trailer doesn't show any of that. You see something creepy going on, but you don't see what it is.
Well, it would have been like going into From Dusk Till Dawn cold.
Which I
Yeah.
did, actually. When I first saw it, I did go into it cold.
Yeah, me too.
I thought it was just going to be like a crime heist kind of flick.
I don't remember if I went into it cold. I remember my older brother describing it to me, saying like, first half is during the day and it was done by Tarantino. Second half was during the night and it was done by Robert Rodriguez. I'm not sure if I knew about the vampires.
Hey, Delroy Lindo's in it. I like
Yes, I do remember seeing him in there. Yep.
him. Okay. Sinners. So I got to check that one out. Where'd my list go? There it is. Oh. My number 9. It's the trailer that's been everywhere. I'm curious. Superman. I want to see.
I didn't put it in my 10.
I did.
I'm curious because I have faith in Gunn.
That's just it. I have faith in Gunn, but I also am interested to see how this is going to start.
I'm skeptical. I mean, I like James Gunn. The Guardians movies are great. Slither was awesome. What's
Suicide Squad? Stop it.
It's all right. I love the Peacemaker show. That made me
Yes.
appreciate the Suicide Squad a little more because it helps you understand Peacemaker more.
Yep.
Super is okay.
Super
And-
was fun. Twisted, but fun.
very twisted, yeah.
Brightburn.
So
He only produced that.
yeah.
Still had his fingers in it.
So I'm skeptical after seeing this first trailer because I didn't think it looked very good.
See, that's just it. You got Superman that had the crap kicked out of him and Crypto. 2 bad signs for Superman.
Right.
But now I'm intrigued because if James Gunn is pulling those out, what else is in there?
They've also got like the superheroes in there right in the trailer with the dumb names. Nathan Fillion with the dumb haircut.
Oh yeah, here we go.
That's I was about to say comic accurate, but according to Chris at GME, no, it's not. It's not comic accurate. But it's more closer true to the comic.
Yeah.
Okay. And he is a douchebag in the comics. So of course he's gonna have a douchebag's hair.
Like apparently there's a character in there called Metamorpho.
Yep.
There's Mr. Terrific.
Yep. He was actually on the Flash or Arrow.
It's just
One of those. Arrow.
Yeah, Arrow. Yeah.
You have to remember, DC is the oldest for superheroes because they were doing superheroes in the 40s and 50s and
Right.
60s.
Yeah.
And then Marvel started. So some of their names are not the best names. Okay. They're just not. Oh my God. Sean Gunn is playing Maxwell Lord.
Why not?
That's
He's
Pedro Pascal.
We don't talk about that movie.
I guess
That
not.
movie was so good. maybe not his hair, but the movie was great.
Pruitt Taylor Vince is playing Jonathan.
I don't know
Jonathan
who that
Kent.
is.
Oh,
Pruitt-
okay. That makes sense.
Okay.
You'd know Pruitt Taylor Vince.
Oh,
to
yeah.
Oh
see.
yeah. Wow. No. As soon as he says that, that's Pa Kent. Yeah. I saw him in the trailer. I know the actor.
Yep. Alan Tudyk's in there somehow.
Well, no surprise. It's the trailer looks a little more serious than what I think the movie's going to actually deliver. You know, like Guardians was a silly flick with some intensity, and I think we're going to get that same vibe with this Superman. Just the trailer didn't show that. They're trying to steer away from the dark and gritty DC that we just got out of.
But see, that's bad because DC is dark and gritty.
Well, they're trying to get away from it.
You know what I mean? Like
They're trying to get away from it because
Yes,
that wasn't
they are.
selling.
that's because they didn't give it enough time and they kept switching things up.
Yeah, too many hands in the cookie jar.
If they had just let Zach run for at least 2 years, say, okay, you got 2 years unfettered, do it. And by the time that 2 years would have wrapped up, I think there would have been a bigger following. I really do. But
Now we'll never know.
exactly. Oh well. Number 8. Jason.
All right. This one, it's called The Gorge.
Oh, that's my number one.
Oh yeah,
Really?
This movie
It's-
looks awesome.
Anya Taylor-Joy and Miles Teller, Sigourney Weaver's in there. It's an Apple original, so nobody will watch it. But it looks like Anya Taylor-Joy is like a hitman assassin for like Russians or something. Miles Teller is kind of the same thing for the Americans. They're on opposite sides of this gorge. They're not allowed to have contact with each other, but they're not watching each other. They're supposed to be making sure nothing comes out of the gorge.
They were also transported there with like bags on their heads, so they don't even know where they
Yeah.
are.
Interesting.
And then, something happens. They do start communicating, even though they're not supposed to. And then something happens and they end up in the gorge. And we don't know what's down there. They do not reveal
You
anything.
do see a hand.
Yeah. One
Or-
hand-ish thing.
Yeah, I'm super intrigued about this one.
It
Sounds
looked
like
good.
Annihilation.
Oh, I hope not. I hope it's better. than that.
Annihilation was awesome.
I liked Annihilation.
I did not.
Yeah. I hated it the first time I watched it, but I since revisited
Well,
twice and I like it.
It is odd.
It was good. I hate the ending of Annihilation. The
Okay.
ending made me upset.
Fair
What
enough.
part of the ending?
Just the whole imagery and everything and what they did when they got into that cave or whatever the hell it was.
Oh, the Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Just I can't remember exactly what it looked like because I told you I blocked that movie out. Like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But it was
Traumatic.
good up to that point. Like, didn't know and fully understand what was going on, kind of thing, like what caused it all and everything. And
Okay.
so
All right. James, number 8.
And I find it interesting. The Gorge is directed by the guy who did both Doctor Strange, Sinister, The Black Phone, Scott Derrickson. Oh,
Well, I'll tell you. Since you said that segue, I'm going to jump into my number 8. Black Phone 2.
apologies.
see, I haven't
No.
watched-
It's you mentioned Black Phone. Black Phone 2. I really want to see where they're
I
going
still
go
have
with
to
that.
see Black Phone, but it's been on my list for years now.
It's worth it. It is
Yeah.
worth it.
Because I love Ethan Hawke.
Yep, and he is so good in this one. So I'm curious what they're going to do
Doesn't
with
he
this.
get killed in the first one?
It's never stopped a film company before.
I
Really.
know.
That's-
I know.
I don't think they have a trailer out for Black Phone 2 yet. Do
I
they?
couldn't find
so,
one.
So is he even in it?
Yeah, he's listed in the cast.
He is?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, but it could be
But
flashbacks.
could be
or something.
flashbacks, could be pre stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll see what happens. All right, your number
Okay.
8.
My number 8, Predator. Well, it was originally called Predator Badlands.
That's the title I
Now-
saw.
Now it says on IMDb Badlands. Original title was Predator Badlands, but it's the next Predator movie done by Dan Trachtenberg, who did Prey. Although it's not a direct continuation from that. There's very little known about it, except it has Elle Fanning and
I'm assuming it's what they started with Prey. It's predators in different eras now.
yeah. And there's a rumor that the Predator may be the protagonist.
This one's supposed to be, I think, in the future. It's in like a either post-apocalyptic or on an alien planet that's
Yeah.
like destroyed or
So,
something.
Again, no trailer for this, but because Dan Trachtenberg's got a good track record, a good Trachtenberg record, if you will. Well, he was good. It was great. Prey was great. 10 Cloverfield Lane was great,
They've done this story before. Predators.
which is one of my favorite of the Predator movies.
I enjoyed it.
It was okay,
Look-
but it is like the least highest ranked Predator film.
Not by me, it's not.
Because it says here, premise: in the future, a predator traverses on an alien wasteland while two sisters discover their horrifying past.
Yeah, but it's not a group of dangerous killers, serial killers, cartel henchmen.
Principal photography began in New Zealand in August 27th, 2024, under the working title Backpack, and wrapped in late October.
Yeah. Comes out sometime this year, and there's no trailer yet.
Scheduled for November 7th.
Yeah. Anyway,
Let me see.
it's not that high on my list because there's hardly anything known about it. There's no trailer, and
That's the only reason I didn't even include it like in my consideration at all, is because there's not enough information. I'll be surprised if it actually comes out this year, just based on what little I could find about it.
Things do get bumped around. Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true.
yeah.
Okay. Well, Jason, number 7.
Old guy.
Why does
Greg
that sound
says,
familiar?
"Hey, yo, how's the 3-man band doing?
Hey,
Yo,
Greg.
what's up?
We're tuning up."
Old guy. It's Christoph Waltz as an older assassin, like hitman type dude, and but he's started developing arthritis, so he's losing a step, and he's not. They're not giving him gigs anymore, so now he gets hired to train a newbie. But then it looks like the newbie's actually been hired to take out the old guys, like to take out the old timers.
Okay.
The newbie is played by Cooper Hoffman, who Tally was telling me is kind of starting to break out right now. I don't recognize him myself, but it looked like it was going to like it'd be a lot of fun. I'm getting kind of a little more intense, but like reminded me of Red with Bruce Willis in them.
Lucy Lou's in it.
Yeah, I remember seeing her in the trailer.
Cooper Hoffman, Licorice Pizza.
That's the movie Tally was hyping up for him. Yes, but there was something else too. I think
Saturday Night.
that's the one that had my attention. Yeah, because I still haven't caught that movie Saturday Night.
That's good.
Sure. I do want to see that one though because I like Saturday Night Live. So, but yeah, old guy, retired or older hitman assassins having to take down the new guard kind of thing. You know, I that stuff's fun. And it's Christoph Waltz. Come on.
Well, yeah, that makes it fair enough. All right, James, you're number 7.
My number 7 is Tron Ares, also known as Tron 3. Again, no trailer. I was a huge fan of Tron Legacy.
It was good.
The original Tron, I went back to that one. It's still kind of holds up.
Not really, but the story's good. But
considering what you're looking at,
exactly, yeah.
I was burned by Tron Legacy, so I have and considering how long it's taken for this to come around, I didn't care for it. I love Tron. I love the original Tron.
Best soundtrack.
And Legacy looks great, but again, if the story falls apart, and yeah, it left a bad taste in my mouth.
Why do you go to movies for story? What's going on over there? Let's see, seriously.
Yeah, what am I thinking?
That's your problem right there.
Anyway, I'm curious what Jared Leto's going to look like in this, and I don't know how they're getting Jeff Bridges back, but
well, you know, deep fake technology's come a long way now, so they can.
No, I just mean I thought his character kind of blew up at the end of the first.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He's backed up. He's in there somewhere. He's still in there.
I'm curious.
Well, they got Ethan Hawke in Black Phone too, so
that's true.
It does not mean a thing.
I'll hold off until I see a trailer, and then maybe it'll get me interested. But I love the original Tron, and the Legacy really left a bad taste in my mouth. So,
well, see, my number. What are we on? 7. My number 7 is how it should be done.
Okay,
it's a guy that works for the CIA. That's not retired. That's not hiding. Okay, it's called The Amateur.
Wait a minute.
Rami Malek.
That would end up being my number 5.
Number 5.
Another one that sounds familiar.
That trailer looked awesome, just because of it's Rami Malek. He is CIA, but he's not a field agent.
Nope. But his wife gets kidnapped, and the whole CIA groups, they're not doing anything. So he goes out on his own.
And he basically, it's like Saw meets John Wick kind of thing.
I'm honestly not sure if I've seen a trailer.
It's out there, and well, Rami Malek, for one, I've enjoyed everything I've seen Rami Malek in.
I have not seen the trailer for this. Okay, no, but your descriptions are intriguing me.
Yeah, see, he's a cryptographer, and then he blackmails his way into letting them train him to try and go after these people. And Lawrence Fishburne.
Isn't that what Jennifer Garner does in Peppermint?
No, she just goes off the grid, disappears, and then comes back, starting to take out the gang or the mob that killed her family.
Maybe I'm thinking of the rhythm section.
But yeah, see here, he goes to see Lawrence Fishburne. He goes, here, take it. And slaps him and says, look, you're not a killer. You can't do it. You can't pull the trigger. You're just not a killer. And so that's when he goes, maybe I'm not a killer, but I can do other things.
And he does.
And the big scene they have in the trailer is a guy.
John Bernthal.
Yep.
A guy swimming in this pool in a hotel way up high, but it's a glass pool. And he goes, right here. He goes, "Yep, don't worry. I've just set this frequency thing so that glass will shatter in about 6 seconds. You better get swimming."
Oh, nice.
Yep.
So it's basically he does like saw traps for these terrorists that killed his wife or whatever.
Okay.
Yep.
He
He can't pull a trigger.
Drain.
Yeah, he can't pull a trigger, but he can do other
He
things.
can push a button.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the missions in, what is it, Hitman Blood Money or Hitman Contracts or something like that. There's something. There's like a hot tub way up high with a glass bomb. You can shoot it from a distance.
Oh, that's cool.
Also seen that in 6 Underground with Ryan Reynolds.
I think he does it.
There was
I
a
think,
scene with that.
I think Jason Statham does it in the Mechanic sequel.
Everybody's done it.
Yeah, it's an old gag now.
All right, Jason, number 6.
The next masterpiece, I'm going to call it, because the guy makes gold, Bong Joon-ho, who did Parasite.
Ooh.
Mhm.
It's called Mickey 17.
I didn't get to look at that trailer.
Is there a trailer?
Yes,
Okay.
it's got Robert Pattinson, Mark Ruffalo. Who else in there? There's a couple other names. Come on,
I'm intrigued about this one, but I didn't get to see the trailer.
Stephen Yeun, Tony Collette. Robert Pattinson signs himself up as something called an expendable. So he gets sent to do work on whatever. It looks like asteroids and whatnot. And he dies, and then they print a new one.
So it's like Moon.
Kind of. But there's a lot more action involved. So every time he dies, they just make another one. But then eventually he wakes up, like number 17 wakes up. There's 2 of them there, and that's not supposed to happen. So now he's trying to kill himself, and then the government's chasing him because there's not supposed to be duplicates. And so you have this weird political. It's definitely Bong Joon-ho's more silly, a little more fun side, because it looks like the trailer looks like it's probably going to be more of a dark comedy. Like there's a lot more comedic elements to it. For one, I want good sci-fi, so we're going to get some decent sci-fi here. And it looks good. And Pattinson, like just hearing his voice, it did not sound like Pattinson to me.
It's called acting.
I know,
right?
Who knew?
He can do it.
Who knew?
He can do it. Now, on that, I read an article where it's rumored that he is the DCEU Batman.
No, it's not.
It's a rumor.
They shot it down.
No, it's a rumor.
James Gunn shot it down.
James Gunn doesn't know.
They are doing a second movie, and there's nothing saying they're not going to carry it over into.
I personally hope they are keeping it separate, because I like how he's got that little world.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
But, okay, James, you're number 6.
My number 6. The hell is my number 6 again? Oh yes, Frankenstein, as done by Guillermo del Toro.
Oh.
Oscar Isaac playing Dr. Victor Frankenstein.
I didn't know that was a thing.
No, and neither did I. But knowing Del Toro's visual style and everything, that ought to be interesting.
No trailer, but Guillermo del Toro doing like a Frankenstein instantly intrigued me.
Sure. Yeah. I can see that.
And Oscar Isaac's amazing.
Mia Goth.
Oh, really? Okay.
It says Jakey B. Lordy playing the monster. What did he do recently?
Charles Dance is in it. David Bradley. That's interesting. David Bradley's playing the blind man.
Jakey B. Lordy was in Saltburn.
That's where I know the name. That's the Tally was telling me about that flick. I will not watch Saltburn.
I won't watch Saltburn again.
You're
and it was so good, but there's just several scenes in there that I don't ever want to see.
I only heard about the one, and I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't need that in my life.
Well, watch Serbian film first, right?
Let's not go there. I did that for the podcast. Damn it.
That's right. Took one for the team.
Yep.
Okay, my number 6 is where is it? Oh, I can't find this thing here. But it's called The Witcher, Sirens of the Deep.
Yes, I did see there was a Witcher flick coming.
Isn't that an animated one?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Still counts. It's a movie.
No, fair enough.
Because
they're doing another Predator at the same time. That's an animated one, I've heard.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm very
I don't know
interested
if it's,
to see it.
I don't know if it's this year or what.
It does look anime style. but it's a Witcher story,
Sure.
and I'm a Witcher junkie. So,
And there's nothing wrong with anime style because you can do so much with it.
oh, absolutely, absolutely. And
I'm slowly going through that show Arcane right now. I'm like 5 episodes in. It's based on it's a League of Legends story.
okay,
Had a lot of hype. They've only did 2 seasons and it's done. But I'm 5 episodes in the first season and it's fantastic. Like
oh, cool.
all the hype I heard about it, it's absolutely worth it.
Okay. Well, now we're on number 5. Jason, we know yours.
Yeah, we'll just go with the amateur there.
Yep. James.
My number 5, Thunderbolts. We can't call it that. I just like, oh man, the Red Guardian in there. He's like, Winter Soldier. I love that. He's so cool.
That was my number 11. Literally. Yeah.
And I'm very curious. I'm most curious on who the hell Bob is. But that group of characters in there.
It's Bob from Hydra.
Bob from Hydra.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Normally he's a foil for Deadpool.
Yeah.
Is
Technically
that guy shows up in the first Deadpool?
That's Bob.
Yeah, but why is he there and what can he do? Because they keep throwing up fake images of him with like long hair and like his eyes glowing and stuff, and that saying he's like the Guardian. Or I'm curious.
Bob's got a job.
But I love Red Guardian. I love Winter Soldier. Ghost was good, but I thought her problem was solved. Taskmaster was cool. It was a weird twist.
It was. I just don't know where they're going to go with that character.
But I mean, like, she's out from under his control now, so she can still has all the badass skills. So if she leaves her helmet on most of the time, it'll be just as cool.
She never talked in that movie. So
no, she did at the very end. Said, "Is he dead?"
Did she?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
After they crashed down because she was out from under his control. I'm pretty sure she said, "Is he dead?"
Well, now I got to watch that tonight and find out.
And then, Julia Louis-Dreyfus is in there. Who's the other one? Oh, Black Widow's sister,
Florence Pugh. Yes.
Yeah.
Yelena.
Yelena. Yes.
Because her and Red Guardian have that father-daughter kind of vibe. The trailer looked fun. Yes, like it's Marvel's Suicide Squad is what it is.
Yeah.
That's not what the Thunderbolts were in the comics, though.
I don't care. I didn't read them in the comics.
Not initially, anyways.
But I want to know what the asterisk means too.
Yeah, it's literally even in IMDb.
Yeah, it's part of the title.
Asterisks.
But I don't know what it means.
Although,
but
placeholder because they don't want to use that title, like Red Guardian says, like it's a cool title and they don't like it.
That poster,
Thunderbolts. He's like just Sebastian Stan going, "We can't call ourselves that."
That poster, though, is a total ripoff.
Of This Is the End?
Oh, wait, maybe. I don't know.
And Sons of Anarchy?
That's the one I was going for. Sons of Anarchy, season 7. Yeah.
See, I've lost interest in Marvel. So, like, I do kind of want to see that movie. I kind of have
too, because Captain America isn't on my list.
Yeah.
Because Captain America's dead. I don't get Red Hulk. And Captain America's dead.
And you never will if you don't watch the movie.
Well, I probably will. It's just not on my list.
Gotcha.
But this one looks too fun to miss.
It does look fun. It absolutely does.
Yeah, but again, I just
Well, my number 5 is going to be fun too.
Okay.
And this is when I said I've seen 4.5 trailers because they released a teaser trailer that's like 30 seconds and shows nothing but our main character destroying sandcastles.
Oh.
Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
There's only been one good live action Disney remake, and that was Beauty and the Beast. So I don't have any faith.
It's Stitch. I have faith.
Yeah, I get it because of your woman. She's a Stitch fanatic. I know she says she doesn't want that car that I sent her, but yes, I know
you
she
might
does.
be right about the live action remakes. Because did you see The Little Mermaid?
No,
nobody did.
Oh, it's not good.
The only one we watched and that we enjoyed a lot was Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast was great.
Beauty and the Beast is good.
Now I like the live action musical Little Mermaid they did on Disney Plus, where Shaggy was Sebastian, and
that one, yeah,
it was awesome.
There was some good moments there, yes, but still,
I think Jerry Conley was in it.
I can't remember who all, but I know the one you saw. I know I saw parts of it.
The one with Melissa McCarthy as The Ursula. Oh, it's not good.
That's the remake.
Yeah, it's the one that it was out last year. I think.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Last year, 2 years ago. It doesn't matter.
Whatever.
Now I'm looking that up. What was it called?
The Little Mermaid.
There was another Little Mermaid that was put out.
Little Mermaid
think-
Live, I think they called it. Because they were trying to catch onto the bandwagon that NBC had a few years ago with doing live productions of shows.
That's exactly.
There was also another one put out that was a competing Little Mermaid competing with Disney.
Oh,
I remember that. Yeah. Shaggy, Queen Latifah, John Stamos.
That's Shaggy. I thought you were just talking about like somebody.
Matthew Lillard.
Oh
Yeah.
no, not that Shaggy. Wrong Shaggy.
Because Shaggy doesn't. I don't know what Shaggy does these days. But
Yeah, no, that was fun. Okay, so what number are we on now? 4. Jason.
From the world of John Wick.
Ooh,
Ballerina.
That's my number 3.
'Cause John Wick, the John Wick world, I love it. I love those movies.
And he's in it.
He is in it. Yep. I'm all in on this.
Yep.
I'm all in on that one. The John Wick series
Yay.
has paid off for me. So
Follow up to Len Wiseman's Total Recall.
What?
Yes, Len Wiseman directed this.
Oh,
Okay.
It was the first movie he'd done since Total Recall.
did he call you to be an extra again? Oh wait, no, because you got in the actor's way.
That's right.
You're blacklisted.
Can he just shoot my head off? Shoot me in the head? Yeah.
just once. That's all it takes.
But yeah, the trailer looks great. Now that if they finally put out a trailer, we've been waiting so long for this movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ian McShane back, and she's going through looks like the same program that John did, basically with the same Russian house.
Yeah. The ones, because he goes to see Angelica Houston. I think it's in chapter 3.
Yeah.
And you see the ballerinas dancing around with the tattoos. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but where does this fall in the original trilogy?
I believe it's between 2 and 3.
Original trilogy.
Don't hold
Isn't
me
there
to
4?
Yeah, there's 4.
Is there 4? Man, I forgot. They all kind of blend together because they're all great. So, all right. Well, that would make sense looking at the cuts on his face and whatnot. It's got to be at least after the first one, but whether it's between 2, 3, 3, 4.
Well,
Final role for Lance Reddick before his unexpected.
Yeah,
death.
that surprised me that I didn't realize they had his stuff in the can.
And it says takes place between chapter 3 and chapter 4. So he probably filmed it. Because when was this announced? Before chapter 4?
Yes.
So it probably was shot around the time of chapter 3 then,
Okay.
if I had to guess.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, that did surprise me seeing Lance Reddick in there.
Gabriel Byrne, Angelica Houston.
It's more John Wick universe. I like that. I like the world they built there.
Yep.
Still haven't got past 1. Yeah. But we can find out what James's number 4 is.
Yes, we can.
Yes. It is The Accountant 2.
Oh, yeah, Ben.
Again, no synopsis, no trailer, but I love the first movie.
I've not seen that.
No?
No.
Oh,
I've been
man.
told I should, and I almost went to the theater a couple times when it was in, but I never pulled the trigger.
So good.
Never got to do it.
Oh, I've never watched it either. So, but that came out at a time where there wasn't a lot of movies that were really catching my eye. So, and I've never gone back to it, even though I've heard good things.
Yeah, and it's just I know some people who don't like it because of the subject matter, because he's playing someone who's on the spectrum, and they got offended by it because they know someone who's on the spectrum. And
See,
but he's also an accountant, but he's also got like his dad was a military leader and raised him with a special set of skills, and him and his brother and Anna Kendrick's in there, who's playing adorable. John Lithgow's in the first one. What's his name? J.K. Simmons. J.K. Simmons plays a veteran of the Treasury Department who's set up to retire, and he's training a new prodigy kind of thing who are going after the accountant.
okay.
It's so good. So I almost don't care what the second one's about if it's still in that world.
I'm gonna have to watch the first one because I do like
Yeah.
Ben.
I should too.
You know,
And it has John Bernthal. I don't know if he's
Well.
coming back for this one.
He was in the first one?
He was in the first one.
Okay. I only ever heard about Affleck being in it. I never heard much beyond that.
He's in it. I won't tell you anything else.
Okay, good. Don't.
Oh, who's that? Hey,
Robert.
Rob. Oh, so good.
just watched The Accountant yesterday. Now you got to be careful though. This time of year, they could be seriously talking about an accountant.
Well, yeah.
It is tax season, right?
Yes, it is.
So, maybe he is. Funny you should mention a certain set of Skittles because
Taken 4 is not happening.
nope, but this one is. Liam Neeson is a cop. Naked Gun.
Oh,
Is that actually coming out?
That's actually
It
coming
is
out.
due out this year. Yes. I can't.
And I absolutely loved Police Squad. There's only ever 6 episodes of it,
Right.
and I just absolutely adored it. Well, this is way back when it first aired. I loved it, but you couldn't watch it because there was none. There's 6.
Yeah.
So then it got to the Naked Gun series, and it's like, yes.
Yeah, I
So-
fell off of that series.
I like the first
just-
2 Naked Guns. 33 and a third, I didn't.
Yeah, well, with any series, good.
Diminishing
you know,
returns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious because Leslie Nielsen before Airplane was a straight actor.
Yes, that's
and
true.
So, and I've seen like Liam Neeson in Million Ways to Die in the West, you know, with these comedic things.
Ted 2.
His
Yes.
cameo in Ted 2, yes. And apparently he has something similar in Hangover.
So I could buy these Lucky
Hangover
Charms,
3.
even though I myself am not a child.
Hangover. Is he?
He's in one of the Hangover movies too.
He was supposed to be.
Or did he? Was he not in it?
He
I thought
was-
he played like a tattoo artist.
No.
in Thailand
He
or
was
something.
supposed to be the replacement for Mel Gibson in Hangover 2, and then he got replaced with Nick Cassavetes.
Oh, okay. I thought he was in one of the Hangover movies.
I can't remember a lot of number 3 except not really enjoying it. But
It's where I am.
I've only watched the first one. I've never watched any of the Hangover sequels.
I love the second one, but it's sort of the first one again.
Well, yeah. I mean, how many times can these guys get roofied and have shenanigans? You know.
I wish it was 3 times, but
With what's his name? Zach Galifianakis,
Yeah.
obviously a lot.
Yeah. Well, they should arrest him because that's I'm pretty sure it's illegal what he's doing.
Holy snap. He has 9 projects coming up.
Who does?
Liam Neeson, Naked Gun, Cold Storage, Hotel Tehran, Run All Night 2.
Run All Night was so good. But he
Was it?
said, so good.
I thought he said he was cutting back on the action
I
roles.
was
What
just
the
about to
hell?
say that. Yeah.
The Ice Road 2, The Riker's Ghost, The Mongoose, Charlie Johnson in the Flames, and 4 Kids Walk Into a Bank.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not sure how you do Run All Night 2. I
That-
think
no.
he died.
That worries
he?
me. That worries me though. Seeing a lineup like that. Last time we saw a lineup like that
You
from an
got
actor.
Bruce Willis issues.
Yes.
That's it.
Yep.
I'm
That's
pretty sure
exactly where
he
I'm
died
going.
at the end of Run All Night.
I've never even heard of Run All Night.
I've
No.
heard of.
It's one of those. He works for Ed Harris, who's a crime boss. So he does work for him. He's a legendary hitman and to Kingpin.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Vincent D'Onofrio is a cop who's been trying to catch him. He's known as the Gravedigger, Liam Neeson. He's been trying to catch him for years, but he hasn't been able to do it because he's a hitman and stuff. And then the Ed Harris, the crime boss's son, screws around and ends up getting killed by Liam Neeson's son. And so Ed Harris puts a hit out on his own guy, even though they're friends, and they have to run all night. And he just like decide he's fighting back and taking out all the crime boss's guys and stuff. It's really good, but I'm pretty sure Liam Neeson's character dies at the end of the first one.
Tell you what, I'll check it out. I'll let you know for sure.
Okay.
Number 3, Jason.
My number 3, 28 years later.
I still have to watch the first 2.
I it's been a long time since I watched them, but they were a good take on the zombie / rage virus apocalypse
I
situation.
have not watched
The
it.
premise of going 28 days to 28 weeks, and now we're at years.
They
I-
mucked it up. It should have been 28 months.
First one, and I like the low budget look of it. And I mean, and Christopher Eccleston towards the end pops up.
See,
28 weeks.
days, week, months, year. They forgot months.
I wanted to do a short film called 28 Seconds Later, where something happens and it's like 28 seconds later, you're like, and you're still doing nothing.
It's over.
But like 28 Weeks Later was good with Robert Carlyle, and you get someone who's immune. But it was because there's an awesome scene in 20 Weeks Later where Robert Carlyle, he goes to visit, I think it's Catherine McCormack from Braveheart. She got attacked, but she's fine. And he kisses her, and then all of a sudden he starts to rage, and he like beats her to death on the gurney or like the hospital bed that she's in.
So now I don't got to watch it.
Well, yeah, Jeremy Renner's in there too. It was one of his early roles before he hit it big.
Now,
Okay.
if you have not seen the trailer for 28 Weeks Later, you got to look closely to see because the first one starred Cillian Murphy. If you look closely in the trailer for 28 Years Later, you'll see his cameo.
It's not him.
They say it might be.
Tally's adamant that it is. Look,
I-
it looks just like him.
I haven't even watched it, and I've heard that rumor. So, all right, number 3.
I mean, he's pretty skinny from Oppenheimer, but come on.
Yeah, that's some skinny. We know James is Ballerina.
Ballerina, yeah.
Mine is another live action remake that I loved the original, How to Train Your Dragon.
I've never seen any of
The
those.
trailer does look good.
Yes, it does.
The trailer does look good. The dragons still look the same,
Yeah,
which I think that's key.
yeah. Keeps you in the same universe.
Yeah.
Did they just splice in the same dragons from the cartoons?
Updated graphics, but essentially, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, well, Toothless, he can't look different. You
No.
make him
I've
look
heard
different.
No.
I've heard they're very charming movies.
They are
Okay.
fantastic.
They always did
movies.
very well at the theater.
Number 2, Jason.
I'm switching up my last two here
Don't
between
you do it.
what to be number 2, what to be number 1.
Okay.
Just based on which one I'm more excited for here between those two. So I'm going to go with Now You See Me 3
I was on my list.
because I absolutely love the Now You See Me movies. I love heist movies. They're probably one of my favorite genres.
I had no idea this movie was even coming out until I saw an interview with Jesse Eisenberg, and he happened to mention, because I just worked with Woody Harrelson for Now You See Me 3. I'm like, what the? They're doing another one?
Yeah, it's Jesse Eisenberg's back, Ruffalo's back, Harrelson's back, Dave Franco's back, Lizzie Kaplan's back. She replaced Isla Fisher.
Is Isla Fisher back?
Isla Fisher is coming back.
Yay!
Ariana Greenblatt, Justice Smith, Dominic Sessa, Rosamund Pike, Morgan Freeman's back, Daniel Radcliffe is back. He was in the second one.
Yeah.
No Michael Caine.
See, I loved the first one, but that second one just didn't sit well with me.
I loved it.
I remember liking it, but I can't remember much about it now.
I loved it a lot, especially the scene when they're passing the card.
Oh, and they're getting frisked and
they're
stuff.
getting frisked and they're flipping
Yeah.
the card back and forth to each other.
Yeah.
So I am all in. If they're giving me these magicians and con men pulling off another big heist, I'm all in.
Yeah, the Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to check it out. I just, like I said, that second one just,
Yeah, I can
But-
see that. I can see that. They did kind of bait and switch a little bit at the end of it with Morgan Freeman in particular. So I can kind of see how that would turn people off. But
yeah.
if they're going to do more, I'll take it.
It felt like they tried to do a Saw ending and sucked. It's like, okay.
A little
okay.
bit, maybe. Yeah.
All right, James, number 2.
My number 2 is Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning.
Final Reckoning.
Dead Reckoning. I still wish it was Dead Reckoning Part 2. Whatever. Dead Reckoning was batshit insane in an awesome way. It's still not. It wasn't my favorite of the series, but not far off. But so I'm curious to see how they conclude this. And Isai Morales was great, and I love how they tied it back to pre Mission Impossible 1 Ethan Hunt.
Oh, in Final Reckoning. Or in
Dead Reckoning.
Dead Reckoning.
So but it was kind of cheesy at the end where he realizes that Ethan's gotten away with the AI, and he's just like, Ethan.
I haven't watched that one yet. The Mission Impossible series, I kind of fell off of. I loved the first one. The first one I watched so many times.
Same here.
The second one, was okay, but it was John Woo and it was John Woo-rific, and
It's
I
a very John Woo-ish.
I wasn't
movie,
really prepared for that for a Mission Impossible flick. And the third one, I don't know. I think I should go back and watch the whole series because I didn't work for me, even though a lot of people say it's one of the best, especially for Philip Seymour Hoffman
and Billy Crudup and Lawrence Fishburne. Because Lawrence Fishburne, I don't think he popped up again.
I think maybe I should revisit that series to give it a fair chance.
Yeah, and it was the first one with Simon Pegg.
That's true. Yes,
it's underrated.
See, I watched I think the first two, and then I didn't even touch the series until like 6 months ago, and then I watched them all.
Yeah,
I don't think I've watched the last one, but I think I've watched all the ones up to that.
My favorite one is still Rogue Nation. So,
is Ethan going to die like Bond? Spoiler alert!
Die.
Well,
Okay.
Daniel Craig Bond died in that one. That was a great one. No
Time to Die.
No Time to Die.
Still haven't watched
Apparently,
it.
that title's a lie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Still, I haven't watched it yet. Thanks for that.
Everyone knows.
I got to be honest. I literally didn't know he died.
Nope.
Really?
Yep.
No idea.
But it's also been a couple years since it came out. So
hey, it's another Rami Malek movie.
Yeah.
Is he in it?
He's the villain.
He's the
in
villain.
oh, okay.
He does a good job as a villain. I didn't think he would.
I could see it. He's got that look.
Christoph Waltz is back.
Even though I didn't watch the last season, he gets kind of dark in Mr. Robot.
Oh, that's on my list to watch one of these days.
Okay. Well, my number 2, it actually got delayed because the season finale of the show has not come out yet.
Oh, I'm curious.
So we don't get to see Jackie and Ralph meet up until June, I think it is. Karate Kid Legends.
Oh, okay. See, I'm still 2 seasons behind on Cobra Kai.
What season is coming out?
It's the final. It's done.
Yeah,
like
but what season is it?
5 or 6?
Yeah, I think I have to watch 4 and 5.
I saw the first 2 seasons. First season.
This was supposed to come out in December.
Anyway,
but then the season got split into 3, and the next one, like the next part of it, doesn't come out. I think it comes out February on. I think.
I'm way behind. All I know is Terry Silver came back in the final season again.
They did that so well with Terry Silver.
I think I saw the season where he first came back.
Yeah,
but that's where I haven't gone back.
I've seen clips of every season, almost every episode, but I haven't watched it since season 1 or 2.
Hilary Swank's Karate Kid is the only one that doesn't get referenced in there. Like literally, they call in all 3 of those.
It's the only
movies.
Karate Kid movie I haven't seen, and by Karate Kid movies, I mean just the Ralph Macchio Karate Kid movies.
Yeah, she was good, but
watch the trailer. And Tally was with me, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm okay. I just need to catch up on Cobra Kai, and I'm fine with this movie since Jaden's not in it." And Tally's like, "Oh, wait, just wait."
Well, Jackie Chan's in there.
Yeah, Jackie is, but no, Jaden is not in this movie.
Nope. Okay, Jason, number 1.
My number 1. I didn't even know this was a thing until about a week and a half ago when I saw it referenced on Facebook. And I looked it up, and it's friggin' real. I've been wanting this version. This is a remake that I've been wanting for 30 years. The Running Man.
Is it Glenn Powell?
Glenn Powell is the lead in it, but it is supposed to be a more true adaptation to the original Stephen King story.
Yes,
right.
I have wanted this version of the Running Man
game show
for 30 years. It's not the game; it's still a game show, but he's running around the country trying to evade the manhunters and whatnot.
I'll be back. Only in reruns.
Yeah, like okay, don't get me wrong. The Arnie has its cheesy charm for 80s cheese,
exactly.
right? But then I read the Running Man story after I saw that movie, and I'm like, that's not the Running Man. I want this version.
Yeah,
and we're finally getting it.
Ever since I saw the movie, I always thought the best the best band name that anyone could ever come up with would be Whitman, Price, and Haddad.
Oh, and
of course you would.
It's being directed by Edgar Wright. So
fuck
excellent. Yes.
I'm in.
Interesting.
Sign me up. It's still not going to beat my number 1, but I'm in.
It's got Glenn Powell, Coleman Domingo. Who else do I recognize? Josh Brolin, Lee Pace,
Coleman Domingo.
Michael Cera, William H. Macy, Sean Hayes,
Jeez.
other names
It's-
that I don't recognize, but
I wonder how many of them are gladiators or whatever they.
it's
are.
not the same. They're not in an arena. They're
Oh.
in the original
Yes.
story, and it looks like this version, has to like just survive for so long in the real world.
Okay.
And there are hunters, but they're basically just like assassin types or whatever. They're not like hyped up freaking gladiator type people.
Kind
They're
of like
just
kind of like
professionals.
boss level.
Kind of, sort of, yes.
Interesting.
It's going to be good.
There's no trailer or anything yet, so I don't know what we're getting exactly. But just seeing who's in it, and the fact that it's a more true adaptation, and it's got Edgar Wright behind the helm. I'm fuck yes. I said I wasn't excited about any movie. I am wrong. The more I think about it, I am excited to see The Running Man.
I think he's excited.
A little bit.
Yes. All right, James, we know your number one was The Gorge.
Yes.
Does sound good.
It does good.
Mine should have known it would be my number one. It's a brand new movie with my God in it, Harrison Ford. Captain America, Brave New World. I have to see Harry on the screen. And I personally, I do like the Red Hulk. But that's because I know him from the comic. You know, I know the history. And they're pretty faithful.
Yeah, it does look like it. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm curious to see what they do with it.
Again,
Well,
I'm just burned out on Marvel. So
apparently the leader's in the movie.
Yep.
You hear him in the trailer.
Yep.
I wonder if somehow he slips it to.
Honestly,
I don't know how you could slip something like that to the president.
Oh, no.
or-
I think he does it.
he chooses to do it.
I think he chooses to do it.
which is weird because
Because-
he hates the Hulk.
But he wants the super soldier.
Yeah.
Because remember, you go back to Incredible Hulk 2008, he wanted that potion that's in him.
Yeah.
So he wants the super soldier. And I
Why doesn't he
think,
just go after She-Hulk? She just got a drop of blood and all of a sudden she's a pro.
yeah, but she's new.
Yeah.
Technically in the MCU, she's new.
Yep.
You know, Hulk's been around since 08.
I hope Hulk better show up in this movie.
No.
Nope.
Really?
We're
'Cause-
not at this point. I haven't heard if Ruffalo's ever coming back.
Well, he doesn't
Yeah, I
have
don't
to
know.
come back in a solo movie, but he better come back in this one. If
Nope.
like the leader's in there and Betsy Ross is in there.
But see, that's just it. They're doing this more like phase 1, 2, and 3 to me, where people are interacting in a world, not necessarily with the same group of people. You know, so these people are crossing paths with other people in the world.
Is this supposed to be starting the new phase? Like, is this
Well,
the beginning of?
Technically, Deadpool was.
Well, yeah. Well, Deadpool was more of a reset button than anything.
Yeah.
I can't really call it the start of. It's more of the reset button.
Not to mention, they're finally addressing the Eternals movie.
They are.
Are they?
Oh God, have you watched that trailer?
I did, but I don't.
The big firefights where they're flying and the Falcon Captain America cuts the wing off the plane.
Yeah.
They're all fighting around the Tiamat hand
Really?
Oh shit! I didn't notice
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Oh.
because we're thinking that's where adamantium's going to come from
All
Oh.
right.
for the mutants coming up.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
So, but yeah, that's what I'm happy for there too.
I did hear. Well, it's related, I suppose, because with the mutants and stuff like that. But Fantastic Four, they mentioned that Robert Downey Jr.'s possibly making a cameo in that as Victor Von Doom.
I would be shocked if he didn't, because literally Doctor Doom is FF.
You don't have Fantastic Four without Doctor Doom.
No, I
period.
know.
Yeah.
Because aren't they rumored to be in a different multiverse?
Probably, but
Wait, and it's fine because they're bringing things together, and after the two Avengers movies, then the multiverse is done. They said
is that what they're saying?
that's what they
Okay.
said because they said that Jonathan Majors may still be back as Kang.
Really?
No,
It's
that'd be
just not
interesting.
centered around the Avengers movie anymore.
Okay. I don't know.
I think it's after Secret Wars that it's back to one verse.
Well, it's Secret Wars and then Doomsday.
No, it's Doomsday then Secret Wars. I
No,
thought.
I thought it's the other way around. So, according to the thing I saw today, it was the other way around.
I thought it was Doomsday first.
I'm pretty sure I read it just today that it was Secret Wars first.
I got to be honest, I don't know.
I forgot Secret Wars was a thing. I had only was hearing Doomsday for so much.
Actually,
But
I do believe you were right though, because to me, Secret Wars is what's going to end the multiverse. Because the second Secret Wars Okay, I guess third technically. Hunks of worlds come together to form Battle World.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's how they can end the multiverse, by creating the one true MCU world.
Doomsday is 2026. Secret Wars is 2027.
Okay, my mistake. I must have misread the article that I saw today then.
Okay.
Again, I'm not super hyped for Marvel, so
I am and I'm not, because I wasn't, as much as I like Captain Marvel, I haven't seen the Marvels yet. Captain
Gotcha.
America was my favorite character, but he's not in this, and
Sure he is. He's just got wings now.
yeah.
yeah. See,
I love the Falcon, but
watching this trailer, I was too focused on watching him that I didn't realize what was behind him.
That's
I love the Falcon, but he's not Captain America, and his suit at the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier looks so stupid.
actually, that is comic book accurate.
I don't care
Yep.
about comic book accuracy.
That's why they changed it for this movie, because it did look stupid. But yeah, that's the head of that's the head of Tiamat.
Interesting.
Was that the actual name of it? I thought it was just a celestial. Like they didn't give it.
Well,
a
it
name.
was a celestial, but I mean, because the one that shows up and like grabs them at the end of the movie has a name. It's
Yeah,
I
they
think it
have
starts
names.
with
I'm pretty sure.
Shed.
Pretty sure it's Tiamat. I could be wrong.
I don't like that. There's only one Tiamat, and it's not that.
Exactly, vampire.
What? Tiamat's a dragon.
There you go.
Tiamat is the
Oh.
5-headed dragon from D&D.
Nobody
That if
plays
you watch
that game.
Secret Levels Secret Levels episode
Nobody
1,
plays that
you
game.
will see Tiamat.
Anyway,
There's the fingers.
Eternals is
Yeah.
awesome.
So yeah, that's why I'm anxious for this one too, because they're finally going to address that.
Okay, well, I'll wait and see how it goes.
I like how
I'll probably watch it
much
eventually.
mystery they had created around Giancarlo Esposito's character. It's like, oh, nobody knows which villain I'm playing. They've all guessed and they've all been wrong. They realize who it is. It's like, who?
Oh, you don't know that character?
Never heard of him.
Who is it?
Sidewinder.
Someone in the Serpent Society, which
Society.
I've also never heard
I
of.
vaguely know the name, but I don't really know the character. No.
Yep.
It's like-
They had one other person in one other show, and she went by a name from someone in the Serpent Society. Except she was a she, and in the comics it's a he.
Oh.
But I'm drawing a blank on what it was actually in. I think it was a TV show, so
Was
it might have been one of the Netflix series.
Was it the Jennifer? Was it Jennifer Jones? Jessica Jones?
Maybe.
I block out most of the Netflix
The guy,
stuff.
Cage. Luke Cage?
Luke Cage.
Because he had like Copperhead, and he had some snake villains in that.
There we
show.
go. Yeah. Because Cottonhead is one, and then but there was one that was a girl that Electra. Oh, this will drive me crazy, but I don't care.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. All I know is I don't know what Sidewinder has to do with this particular one, but whatever.
It sounds like they're just using the name, and it's not going to really be any sort of comic accurate. He's just a Sidewinder, so that like you think he's coming this way, and then he blindsides you from, like a Sidewinder snake does.
Anyway, he's a guy with a gun.
Yup.
Giancarlo Esposito. He's cool on his own.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I just did a quick search through Daredevil because I thought maybe that was it, but no, I don't see the name.
I block out the Netflix
Let's
shows.
watch-
So
Let's watch
Oh my
General
God,
Ross.
Daredevil and Punisher were the best,
yeah, that was the only shining moments. But then then we had to get through Jessica Jones.
which wasn't horrible, but
We started watching it. It started off pretty cool.
I
and
didn't like her. Like I didn't like the character at all.
The character or the actor?
The character.
Okay. 'Cause
Her portrayal, like I had nothing to go on, but I just did not like that show. I didn't like that show at
she
all.
nailed the character pretty good. Like if you read the book.
Okay.
So
Well, then I don't like that character.
yep. Not reading that book today.
Nope.
Okay. Well, there we go. That is what we are waiting for.
I'm
Oh,
watching Super Bob.
what are we watching tonight?
Is he?
My back of my eyelids. I'll be going to bed soon.
Does that mean super bad?
Super Bob?
I'm thinking super bad, but Robert, you can correct us because we're probably wrong. We'll find out in a second. But yeah, that's our top 10 anticipated films for 2025. Now we'll see how many we actually watch this year.
Exactly, because I still haven't watched my
Yep.
number one from last year.
Well,
Yep.
That's what I kept forgetting to mention. I watched Boy Kills World.
Oh yeah,
That was pretty cool. It would have made my list, but it wasn't as, I guess I thought it'd be more wacky, more funny throughout the whole thing, because it gets kind of serious at the end.
Huh.
It was still good.
Yeah.
It was still good and very violent. And
Very violent.
I love hearing the Archer voice as the voice in his head.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that was nice.
it was an interesting twist.
Brett Goldstein.
That's
Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
And he's Hercules.
He's Hercules. Yeah. Super Bob.
That does not look familiar to
Robert
me.
Kenner is a lonely man looking for love. Today, if he can actually get his boss to give him some time off, he is going on his first date for 6 years. Oh, and he is also the world's only superhero.
Huh.
This is like Hancock.
Interesting.
Really? What's it rated?
It is rated 5.9.
Ooh, it's below my 6.0 threshold.
Just barely, but
Don't know if
Isn't
I can
that-
do it.
Star-Lord's mom? Looks like her.
Kind of.
No. Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
Is it? I knew it. So
And Nymphadora Tonks.
there there we go. That there is more than one superhero then. Because his mom or whoever she is the mother of Star-Lord, who's a superhero. Just ask him. He'll tell you.
Yep.
All righty. 86% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's not what we just saw.
No, I know.
Oh,
we
on
watched
Rotten Tomatoes. That's
IMDb,
IMDb. Yes.
Yeah.
Weird. That
I hope-
seems like that doesn't line up.
I hope Brett Goldstein gets to come back as Hercules in the Thor movies.
Are they doing any more Thor movies? Not that I heard of.
Maybe. I don't know.
Never say never.
Yeah. Wow.
They got a new
just-
baby Thor.
It's
so.
just an excuse for me to bring up Russell Crowe's Zeus. again.
You will not be invited to the orgy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
All righty.
Who is talking?
Okay, well, in that case, that's a good place to stop. For another fun week at the Movie Madhouse, I'm Rob,
I'm James.
I'm Jason.
and we will see y'all later.
You see the area down there who looks like a stage?
That's in my area.
Toodle.
Shut up! It's a man!